All right.
Okay.
This is our official
Yeah.
pre-show conversation for Russian Tea Room episode that we're
I
gonna
love it.
do. This is gonna be an episode 2 that we're gonna do with you, Dar. So
Perfect. Yeah.
okay, Dar.
Yes.
Just told you about what I've been doing and the kind of title
Yes.
wanted to people. It's not what I wanted to talk about the titles that we were just talking about. I
Yes.
wanted to talk about that. Why I kind of feel like I want to give myself this title
You.
of
Yeah.
shamanic wellness coach
Mhm.
on this level. But then I just want to go back once everybody understand this part, the very deep spiritual part of
Yes.
what it is. I also plan on just being a wellness coach. So
Yes.
I've been studying in this last 9 months a lot of other things that include mind, body, and soul.
Right.
So all three levels, nothing is left behind.
Right. And you're integrating them all.
That is not well. So when
Right.
me as shamanic wellness coach, then eventually I just want to be a wellness coach. I just want to
Yeah.
be well myself. And as I go,
That's the key.
that's the key. And the
That's
reason why I want to do this, and I want to do this in public, and the reason why we even record this, even
yeah.
though this is a pre-show conversation, right?
Yeah.
There is so much gems in them as I found out doing this kind of shows in the
Yeah.
right? There,
Yeah.
and we've done it with you, and we've learned together so much.
Yeah. I can't believe like how it's all started, and then my videos are terrible, but and I need way more education in that area. But it just is. I would rather leave it to those who are talented in that arena, and save myself for where my passion sits, where it lies, and channel my energy into that. Right? So that means AKA you, Lily, right?
Right. And I'm actually drinking tea too, because, well,
Yeah.
actually, we were gonna do this show recording, but now we couldn't
Yeah.
because my Zooms disappear. Oh, my ghost. I never talked about it, but my computer got a ghost
Yeah.
in
Lily,
Mexico. We picked
yeah.
up a ghost.
Yeah. That's
And it's
mine.
very active one too.
Yeah.
Oh, very active.
Yeah.
Likes to do things when I'm not here. When I'm
Right. That's how they are. They're very
uh,
playful. They're very
very
playful.
playful ghosts in your
Yeah.
computer.
They create more work. You know what I mean? Like they're always creating more work for us.
Right,
All the time.
right.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've been through a lot, though, right, since the
Yeah.
last show. Oh my God, but so much growing and so
Yeah.
much
There's been so
learning.
much growth. I see it everywhere. Within me, it's huge. Within you, I've been watching you. Within you, it's huge. You know what? I was gonna get that exact teapot and bring it out, but I didn't have enough room.
I love many things.
Me too. But these are the things I brought, like the singing
Oh,
bowl. Yeah, because
love
I,
that, love that, love
uh,
that. Glass and
form.
wood, glass and wood. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. I wanted to tell everybody. So for this, right?
Right.
Chakras, universal chakra points, the earth, the human seed, everything's created through sound. So form is only created through sound, and it can't be created any other way. And so I really wanted to kind of plant the seed in the viewers that all creation, all form is formulated through sound, and color is just the visible sound, right? And so it's important that we understand how form is created, hence the earth being created through sound, right? And then the chakra points, they relate to sound, and they're a cable. And so they hold sound, they emit sound, and there's information in sound.
Right. So hence the metaphors and all the talk of vibrations.
Right, right,
And the
yeah.
talk of, and even a 9 months ago when we were still running on that energy, on that old energy, and we were
Energy.
talking about, but we were breaking through some really deep subjects.
Yes.
Dar, it was really deep because we are living in a science age.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, science plays a huge role
Yeah. Well,
in
it's
what
the
is
base.
happening today and why a human consciousness in this their state of renewal,
Yes.
regeneration, and transmutation.
It's the
And
transmutation. This is the key word there.
transmutation.
Yeah.
But this is a natural force, which is
Yeah.
why this is relates to physics,
Right.
quantum physics.
Yes. Yes.
And that's
Well,
what it is. And that's why the
the
science, this
field.
is the age, right,
Well,
Dar?
everybody should be taking science. So the old science, right? The very old science is the true science. And then there came a middle science, right? That started covering up the true science. And now we're back at the age where the true science is moving forward. Once again, it's that wheel, that we're on.
Mm.
And so in the field itself is the science is all about sound and consciousness. That's all it's about. And yeah, there are other dimensions to it, like the magnetism, the dielectricity, the electric, the spark. There's different dimensions to it. But the base of it, everybody should know something and be curious about it because it is how they are created, how they are even in existence is science. This is huge. This is
And
huge.
that's why I I I call these things a mystery school and all
I
of
like
that
that.
because we do have to go back to those
Yes.
um
The first step,
metaphors and those teachings all the way back in the day when the science, the proper science, and then what
the
is that? We
proper
gotta look at
astrology,
that basically, right? We gotta look at that
right?
without any belief systems into it.
Yes.
And this is why it is
Unclog
time,
it.
right?
Yeah.
This is why I say it is time to look at it for us because
Yes.
we can look at it without fear now
Hmm.
because we are now come to a quantum age
Right. Well, it's
where we
breaking
the
this.
human consciousness, this is by the way is the quantum leap, we already took it.
I know. Thank
It
God.
already
That's
happened.
so great. I'm so happy
If
that we're
we
here
didn't take
now.
it, we would never know what quantum physics is. Hello, modern stupid science.
I
It
know.
already happened. Zombies.
Every time. This is so fun.
I
This
like
is
to
so
make
funny for
fun.
me. Okay, so now, Lily,
Yes.
we both made huge quantum leaps. And we know people that have also made quantum leaps. And then we know the others that haven't moved an inch, a smidgen, not even,
Yeah, the
yeah. And
walking
so,
dead much.
right. But this is what stimulates us both to do what we're
Right.
doing, right? Is so without the reflection of those who are not moving, we wouldn't be as motivated as we are. So for that, I'm grateful, right? For that, I
Me
am
too.
grateful.
Me too.
Yes.
Every one of you out there, you're still teachers. All the Buddhist
Yes.
teachings are right. All the metaphors,
Yes.
like I said in the past, they're all right. It is all how I take it. And so every one of you who came into my
Yeah.
life and touched me in any way, I am
Yeah.
in gratitude because
Yeah.
it is because it's every one of you. And like I said, just because I take a very forceful way
Yeah.
when I
It's
need to
perfect.
clean my house, but I also
You're very
absolutely
loving.
love my house because I
Yeah.
know I've designed it, I created, and it is to my liking. And I
Yeah.
absolutely love my reality too today. So, and it is in gratitude to all the people, every
All
one
the,
of the teachers,
yes.
being
Yeah.
negative, positive in my life.
Yeah.
I'm still in gratitude,
It's
but
all the brothers
also,
and sisters.
but I also love humor. And
Yes.
humor is very healing, and humor heals a living soul instantly.
Yes. It
And
changes you
I am
immediately.
definitely gonna use all the zombies
Ah,
you know, for the benefit of humanity, meaning we gotta laugh about it because we already taken the leap. It is
yeah.
already in our collective human consciousness, and the proof is we've have quantum leaped because we are in quantum age. We consciously now can perceive quantum physics.
Yes. And
I
we're quite,
rest my
and
case.
we're constantly managing our day to day, our moment to moment. That's the difference is when you start to awaken, you start to take responsibility for your choices. Therefore, you become more conscious. You're
Right.
conscious of all that you're doing, all where you're placing yourself, what you're talking about, how you're doing it, how you want to present it, and you therefore you're able to navigate yourself. It's for me it's spiritual management. It's just
Right.
common sense. It's
That's
common
what it
sense.
is. And that's why I was talking about this is
Yeah.
perfect. This is exactly the kind of um,
Mhm.
words that I want to use in the future as, and that's why I said I kind of do want to give this title, but not to give me a title that I'm better than you, but
No,
it's just,
but
yeah,
you
like you said.
you need
So,
a
yes,
description.
it's
That's why you give a
management.
title.
It's like help you to manage your own spiritual being to
Yeah.
where then you have the foundation,
Yes.
right? Then
Yeah.
where you have the foundation. So we were talking about, and so that's why I started this with titles. So, okay, so
Yeah.
you, Dar, you got to give yourself a title too. But my title is more to give people an understanding what it is that I wanted to give to
Right.
humanity from my own experience.
Yeah.
That what I want to share, what I would love to share, because this is what I feel would be the most helpful to other human beings in this
Right.
reality, in my reality, because they're all in my reality.
They're an expression of you, right? They are an expression of you, as my community is an expression of me, and you are in my community, therefore you are an expression of me.
Right?
So,
That's the true oneness. So I
yeah,
will do, and then as shamans, and this
yeah,
is truly is for shamans,
yeah,
though. I
yeah,
think this is why it's a mystery school. And I think you, Dar, we will probably come up with some kind of course for
yes,
those of you guys out there, because this is for you. Our videos is for you shamans, for
hmm,
those of you who manages already their own spirituality, who's
yes,
got their
you've already,
their hold on their own reality. And they're like, okay, I've landed here somewhere, even though it's halfway house still.
yeah, they still landed though.
What? Right. We individually build our way ourselves in a way halfway house, and we feel very, very safe and a complete. My immediate reality is just beautiful,
Hmm. Yeah,
beautiful. And so now I'm extending, but it doesn't come without anything. We got to put work into it, right?
Yes.
And we got to clean out the belief systems that don't no longer serve us in this quantum age. And we
Yeah.
got to understand what it is that creates this reality.
Yes.
And then if Einstein or whoever it said it, I'm not even sure if it was him who said it, that I don't even know, this history is all, it's a big
Yeah,
soup of
there's so
noodles.
many. I know, there's so many. There's so many references to so many people, and everything that's been said
And
has
then
already been
mismatched and
said.
put together.
There's no new ideas in this universe at
Nothing
all.
new under the sun.
So, yeah,
The way I like to say it, same shit, different day.
it is the same shit. Oh, God. Okay, so now in creating together collectively, this is something, power resides there. And when I say power, I don't mean power. Yeah, I mean the essence of oneself lights up and it joins the essence of another. And in that collective integration, that creates an occurrence. So whatever the intention is what's most important. And our intention, we are the same, Lily, in this arena, is to create community. So I love my race. I love humanity. I love humanity. We are one race. I came here to love them, to show them love, to teach them love. But I'm also that teacher. So I'm a spiritual coach. That's really what it comes down to. And I'm in all areas of that. Do I teach? Yes, I do. Do I heal? Yes, I do. Do I do all kinds of different things? Yes, I do. But it comes down to spiritual mentoring. Because, right, you have to have the intelligence, the will, and the tech. Yeah. And honestly, otherwise, your delivery is weak. It has holes in it. They won't resonate with it. It won't make sense. Right.
And
so
it'll be boring.
it will be. It will be boring. You know how many things that
You
I've
keep
sat.
mumbling about ascension to Mars the
Yeah,
whole time.
I know. Just some of the stuff that's out there too. This is something else. Some of the stuff that is out there, I think did you use this word wackadoodle? Or did somebody else use
I
that
think
phrase
it was somebody
wackadoodle?
else's. It's someone
Oh,
else's thing.
there's so much stuff out there that is, okay, you really have to pick and choose and really tap in to what resonates within you. Use your own wisdom when you're collecting information and data. This is important. This is, yeah, because you can honestly.
Yes. You want to call yourself a shaman? And this is what I said. For people, and especially, and this is it. You want to call yourself a shaman? What does shamans do? Look in the past. What had shamans done?
Yes, you've got to look at the
They
tradition.
had no fear to go into underworld. They had no fear to go. They didn't go and sit and talk for hours and hours and hours how they're afraid.
Yes, and
Or
just
how
in
the
heightened
spirit that communicates with them need to communicate through a computer at a certain time at a certain angle, and then nobody else can speak because the damn thing can't figure out what it's saying. Oh,
right.
it's humanity to ascend.
Oh,
Okay, being a shaman meaning you gotta dig deep and
yeah, you have to be courageous,
oh,
be fearless, and
fearlessness. You
yeah,
gotta get ready to get dirty. You gotta learn how to save yourself. You're gonna be choked.
yeah.
You're gonna be,
You've
I,
got to look at the truth of everything and speak the truth, see the truth, know the truth, right? That is what it is. I'll tell you, in my training in this as DAR, I would sit in the most supposedly haunted places all over the place in the dark by myself. And I would call out what everybody was running away from. As the village is running away, I'm running too. So I'm sitting there and I call it out. Okay, let's have an interaction, right? You have to be able to do that in order to understand how to apply it to your own race, to your own reality.
Right.
And right, you have to rise up in that moment. And I've been in a lot of moments where that is challenged. So it's,
Exactly.
yes,
Exactly. And you've risen up,
yeah,
and
oh,
this is an indication that you are a shaman. So
yes,
that's why you have the right to sit
yes,
here and claim yourself as a spiritual master because you
mentor,
own your shaman. You
yeah,
own your own shaman self, which is a
yes,
female, which is a feminine energy. You own it and you
it
direct it
is.
and you create, which is a positive and a negative and all in one. That's all it is. It's
It's
not that
beautiful.
complicated.
You know, what, a long time ago, this was centuries ago, um, we would sit in our groups, in our communities, in our collectives. But the women made all the decisions, and the women were the healers. They made all the decisions for the community, for the tribes, for everybody. And we were the only ones who circled together. The men didn't circle together, only the women did. And so,
Well,
and that was,
some shaman men did.
yes.
Yeah.
They did, but they didn't come into the circles within the huts. They were,
Yes.
their job was completely different than the female shamanic
Right.
healers. And so in that,
Right.
that's held within each and every one of us. It is. And if you can face yourself and get to know yourself and be courageously, authentically yourself, you will find that shamanic wisdom within you. And it will be up to you whether you want to practice it, become it, or what you would like to do with it. But it will rise within you. It will
Right.
rise within you. Yeah.
Right. And like for me, it's death. You know,
Yeah.
people
Right.
run away. Oh my God, somebody's dying. Everybody runs, and I go towards it, run towards it. I want
Right
to be
away.
right there at the moment it happens. I want to be right there.
Right. There's something beautiful, beautiful
Oh,
about the
experiencing
transition.
that, and it's kind of just like that. That just
Well, it's
the
creation.
you know what I experienced? The vastness of the universe that I
Yeah.
cannot even put to words to it because this
Right.
is what that individual soul goes into and
Yeah.
for that split second I feel the
Yeah.
vastness and like
Well,
it
you
jogs
become
my
it.
memory. You become it.
You
Yes,
become
exactly.
it.
It's like
Right.
here. I feel it
It,
within me.
yeah.
It's right here
It's
like
a consciousness integration that happens.
yeah.
And you become one with it. And that expression is held within you. It never leaves you. So if you ever want to express that beauty,
It's
that
the same
intelligence,
feeling that I felt when I died. I died
yeah,
multiple times already in my
yeah,
life, multiple
yes,
times. And that's the same feeling I experienced during somebody else's death as through my own, because there is no, for me,
there's no
there is
difference.
for my soul, there is no difference.
Yes. It's that oneness as we all are one. So, I was teaching. So sometimes when I teach, I take them for walks so that I can show them in nature how to open their centers. And so that's where we practice. But I was showing them how they are just the expression of the tree in front of them, of the sky above them, of the earth below them, of the person walking towards them. And that's just them expressing more of themselves as they are a creative being. So in that, it correlates to what you're talking about as you're in the moment of somebody crossing over. And I have also been there in the moments when people are crossing over. You become one, they become your expression. It's really your expression of love. It's because
It's the most
yeah,
highest
yeah,
that is possible,
yeah.
right? That's
It's so beautiful. It's so, you can't really describe it. You have to experience it.
it is so raw, such
Mhm.
a raw experience like I said, there is just, it's for me especially, it's impossible to put words to it.
Yeah,
Like we're
yeah,
gonna try. And so, okay, so Dar.
yeah,
So in this last 9 months, like you said, we did quiet, we both
yeah.
kind of leaped.
We both, yeah, completely.
And so you've now come
Mhm.
close to your opening, which is on
Yes.
October 31st.
Yeah.
So you are pretty much there. You doing so you got clarity what it is you had to do for
Yes.
collective. So you kind of, when did that happen? How did you did
Okay.
that happen recently? When did you go for it?
No, it was my collective in conversation. The conversation happens the way it's happening with you and I right now.
Right.
We went over what I'm best at and what I'm most passionate about. And what I'm most passionate about is building community, teaching them how to exist with spiritually managing themselves. And that has to do with the earth and nature, the body, food, and wellness of the mind, but understanding consciousness and the universe that they exist in. And so all of those things were coming into play, and I was complaining. And I was complaining, I was saying that this is bullshit. Yeah, I was whining. That this is bullshit. That the inversion was starting to irritate me. And so we looked at how I'm practicing uh, and sharing myself with others. And so we tweaked it, and we decided the plan was always to open a clinic, a studio, but to create work programs and to teach people how to grow and to grow our own foods um, as natural as possible, 100% clean, and go from farm to plate. So to open up a bistro, that would be a vibrant earth bistro, teach people spiritual nutrition out of there because it holds that, have the clinic where we are healing people with sound, light, and color therapies and higher technology, and and grow and house people. So the tiny home that we're building, we're going to build a whole bunch of versions of that tiny home and have it on the property. We'll have work programs that people will come from all over the world that will have a chance to actually be in a clean environment and start from the beginning and awaken there, and then aid those as they go back out into the world, aid those in sharing the download, right? And then teaching, we have to teach the children. So all these programs, children coming to see how it actually is, how it works, what the connection is, who they are, right? And how to use their own abilities, how to relate and communicate and create. And so this is what it is for us. So it starts with,
Beautiful,
yeah,
beautiful sleep, darling.
yeah.
Oh, it's
And
beautiful.
and honestly, I was saying, okay, well, I'm trapped in this. I've trapped myself in this one-on-one counseling, right? I've done so much therapy, so much counseling, addiction counseling. I created programs for marriage counseling, depression, you name it. And I'm like, okay, so I have to spread it out now. Let's create programs like I've always created, but make them community programs where the community can come, right? And so
Right.
that's the
This is so funny because that's exactly kind of what my thing was about. I
yeah,
thought, well, what, a year ago? I mean, I
yeah,
became a hypnotherapist, right?
Right.
And I
Yeah.
thought, well, I'm just gonna do. Oh, great! I'm gonna do this one-on-one. Uh-uh.
I know. It becomes a slave system.
No, you
Yeah.
ain't doing that anymore. It's
Yeah.
gotta be for everybody.
For every
Oh
single
no, I
person.
don't like this. People don't even like me. I don't like this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go on camera.
I know. They were, oh my God, they were on me to start doing videos. I was like, No, I'm not doing that." And that started, so I think it was last year or whatever. I started doing them 2 years ago, just slight. And I was like, I can't do, I don't want to do this. I'd rather, quietly bring them in, but you can't do that. If you have something to share, share it. Right?
I
And
know. So
so,
I went underwater. I was like,
yeah,
I'm not dealing with this. And
yeah.
then you know what started happening? Irritating. All those over there that were talking still, they were
Yeah,
so irritating, and their stupidity was just so funny at that
yeah,
point. So to where what happened is and how it all started, it was funny because I'm like, I was so irritated. I'm like, why am I irritated by such a stupid people?
yeah,
Why am
yeah. You
I
have to
irritated?
have thick skin.
I
Yeah,
was like, why
yeah.
am I irritated? But that irritation
It fueled you. It's fire.
is what fired me to
Yeah,
start
it's fire.
laughing at it. And once I started making jokes, the jokes just started flowing.
Yeah, ease enters.
Started laughing. When I started laughing at them, and then I started looking at them as a comedy at all of those people that were, all those based on fear, and
Production.
they were clownish people all. So it ignited that passion you talk about. This
Yeah,
that's like, oh my God, I can just poof them into space dust by just going saying, hey, quantum age here. Hello.
right. It can't even come into your sphere. It can't even come into your sphere
Yeah.
at all.
Bye bye.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye
There's,
bye. Not
yeah,
in my reality. You ain't doing any of that in my reality. And I'm going to
that's
own
it.
it all.
Yeah,
I'm going to establish my will, and that's Earth.
yes.
Enough.
That's
She's
claiming your
establishing
sovereignty.
will
Yeah,
over her plane, like we talk about what Earth really is. And this is something we're gonna get
yeah,
with you. But I
yeah,
think, Dar, because of we're gonna talk about the basics, and it's
yeah,
true, is because we gotta share our little bit of our own. So we
yeah,
gotta go back and like what happened in last year. So I think our
yeah.
next Russian tea room, what we're going to talk about is let's talk about the very foundation, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Because it seems
that's a
like,
great
so yeah,
idea.
so I'm coming back to, so I'm going to be doing a media company. And so now, because I am developing right now this coaching courses
Right.
for
Or,
masses, for other people,
yeah,
where, so I'm developing this and I'm going to be filming and doing all the productions of it.
yeah,
And now I have more stuff to produce because I'm going to be producing your stuff too
yeah,
eventually.
yeah.
I'll produce a
You,
lot of your stuff if you let me.
yeah. So anything you want to produce of mine is perfect. When we were talking the other day, we were filming the other day. You gave me this. I had this huge download while you were talking, and you were saying this exact thing that you're saying right now. And so integrative medicine. You know how many clients I've had over the 30 years that I've been doing this? They're all over the globe. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I know all
I
these
know this is
amazing
what
people.
clarity does. This is what I talk in my journal about the
Yes,
clarity stage. This is what it does. You see, oh my God, I know exactly why
yes,
I
I
ran
know.
into this person.
Yeah, and I want to share all their information so that people can go to their sites too, because they've already created. But that's something I'm going to send you. Actually, I'm going to send you the courses that I wrote, and you go through them and see what you like.
Um, I mean, these things that I'm writing, oh my God, and the things that I'm developing. I mean, it's all coming onto the paper.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
and then I have some other things, but I'm so excited to start talking about, because in the journal this is what I do, because I we need to talk this through, because we need to somehow find a language for it, and
Yes,
metaphors,
that's the key.
because it's
Yeah.
again it's metaphors, and you and me, we know nature. I always use nature
Yes.
as metaphor. This is the purest
Yeah.
form, so I'll still be using nature as metaphor. So I
Yeah.
think that's probably going to be the best, but we still need to talk this through, and that's why we do this talk show. So I'm going to keep
Yeah.
on doing the Russian tea room for this purposes, and I am going to be bringing in people that have, and this is the thing that I'm going to tell everybody. I am not interested, because I might put this out for the group, for Wild Wisdom Warriors, the ones that are
Right.
looking forward to the shows and journals and all of that. It's our shaman sisters and brothers, and those of you that
Yeah.
establish your own will in your reality, and you know how you can contribute to the healing of collective human consciousness. If
Yes.
you know, and you should know,
Contribute.
if you are a shaman, you
Yeah.
should know, you should be stepping into this clarity stage. If
Yeah.
not yet, this is
Then
the stage
soon.
that we kind of, that, and we
Yeah.
talked about it, that gives you clarity what it is, how it is that you can contribute
Right.
to your immediate collective, your collective. And that's why I think, Dar, you say it's for my collective. It's because
Mhm.
we do. I see humans, but not all of the humans are in my
No.
perception. Not all.
No.
I think a lot of the for us in this incarnation, the
Yeah.
land that we were born through
Yeah.
probably will play some kind of bigger role in your reality, but not like a huge,
Yeah.
this is just for your reality and this is for the whole of humanity.
No.
There
We're
is no
starting.
separation anymore. This is all, we're
Wow.
we're in this reality, because
Yeah.
once we get to the point of which you, Dar, started to talk about in your videos, and
Mhm.
preparing people for some of the deep subjects that we are going to be
Yeah.
touching on in this modern mystery school,
Yeah.
that we're going to be creating, and it's going to be accessible online.
Yeah.
So this is why we are doing this pre-shows and all
That's
of
the
that stuff,
point.
because we're stepping into transparency, and we're just going to blob it out what we're doing, and then see who's there on our boat.
See, that's it. It gives everybody an opportunity though, right?
Right.
Here's an opportunity for you. Yeah.
Right, because let's say for my productions,
Yeah.
it will take a village to do it.
Yeah.
Because you got to get everything. You got to get releases for music, for all kinds of things. And if there's people out there that feel that that's what they're contributing to, then here we are. We're going to start talking about it, and we're going to talk about the subjects, because we don't have too much. Like, it's almost like, the party's going to be here soon.
Yeah.
And we gotta clean out our house and
Yeah.
get it ready for the party.
Yeah. You've got to let go and be free, right?
Yes, gotta
Let go and
celebrate
be
our
free.
quantum leap. So we gotta
Yeah.
clean out the trash really quickly. Let's not get stuck in it and just
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
done
And you
with it.
want it to be
Right?
quick, but it is a contribution. So you create, you have to have the intention to contribute. And
Right.
that's where the will resides. So those of you who are not contributing, well, it's not going to be pretty for you. It's not going to be a great experience at all.
No,
But
ain't
it
gonna
is,
be pretty.
It is your choice, right? And those of you who are interested in contributing to yourselves, to your community, to your world, whatever you contribute to yourself, in alignment with oneness, in alignment with love, in alignment with seeking to become more, but with a vibration and intention of love, that is your contribution right there, because it moves through the field into us. And then we share with those that are around us, and it's the domino effect.
There is no separation, positive, negative, or
No.
whatever. If you understand how many people in the world understand right now in today's age how setting intention
Yeah.
matter, how meditation matter, how it changes. But now we need to go deeper,
Yes.
deeper into that. It not just matter. We
Yeah.
are responsible for what we put out into collective, because it's
100%.
over there for everyone to soak in.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. And you're held
Right?
accountable now more than ever. The universe, she is looking at you more now than ever. You are held accountable more now
Every
than
step you
ever.
take, every breath you take, I'm watching you. That's the
Yeah.
message.
Yeah. That's that song. What is that song? I forget that song. What is it?
I can see clearly now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every breath you take. No, how is that sound?
Yeah.
Every move you make,
Right.
every breath you take,
Yeah. I'll
I'm
be
watching
watching
you.
you. Yeah.
I am watching you. That's the message from Earth. That's the message from universe. That's the message from me.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
am that. I am that oneness that
Yeah.
you can't hide from the universe if you're within it.
Listen,
Live with
there's
it.
something that I say when I'm dealing with or having experience with people that are deflecting their responsibility to what they've created and how that's affecting absolutely everything that is. I make sure they understand the universe is watching you, and I see you. Like, I see you. You're not getting away with anything.
No.
It's so, and why would you want to anyways?
Right.
Go from under that rock.
Yeah,
That's
just
not
just let
it's
that
not attractive
trash
hiding.
go. Don't try to
Hiding is not
do
attractive.
something. After the storm, what you're gonna do? Pick up the pieces and what? Build your house out of it?
Yeah.
And that's when I think in Buddhist, what they were talking is detachment. This is
Yeah.
what truly is you gotta
Yeah.
understand that it is a learning experience if you want
Yeah.
to look at it this way, but then you choose what you learn and how you learn.
How you learn. When I was in Ojai, Lily, talking about detachment, this is how I really came into oneness. And this is when they were really pushing me to expose myself. Is I went to California, to Ojai, and I was there for quite a long time. I gave away everything. I had a suitcase. I shut down my business. I wasn't doing anything. I I gave away my car. I gave away my furniture. I gave away absolutely everything, and I went on a spiritual quest. And I was literally living out of a suitcase, out of a rental car, sometimes staying in a hotel, sometimes not, and just speaking with the earth and being with the earth. And in those moments, I became everything that I already was, but with nothing attached to me. And then hence the rebuild. And now I'm here 2 years later opening the clinic. I got it straight, right?
But you
But
needed to go through that.
yeah,
Without it, you wouldn't be here today
no,
doing
I wouldn't. And right, and letting go of the ego, letting go of labels, letting go of everything that was in my way, everything, all my belief systems, everything. Even though I came in the way I did, you still start accumulating all these ideas,
Oh yeah, it
right?
works.
And the shit
It
that
works on your subconscious.
Yeah.
It still
It was
runs.
it was the best thing that I ever did in my whole life. I let go of everything. Absolutely. And became a new human being right there and then. Right there and then. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So I do
Yeah,
recommend.
it felt like this last 9 months for me, or
Mhm.
10 months maybe now.
Yeah.
Um,
The spiritual quest is what you did
well,
when you
maybe even
found
like
the.
more closer to a year, but I've went through this thing of that uh, clearing out my house, my immediate reality, and like I said in my journal, I've cleaned out so much trash. But
Right.
what I didn't talk about is like the kind of freedom
Yeah. That comes
that
along with that.
the kind of freedom
Hmm.
oh, that you feel. This is that detachment from
Yes.
everything because it
Yeah.
was heavy. I had to let go of my huge family
Hmm.
that is stuck. They're fake Christians. That's what I call them.
Yeah.
Because there is real Christian people, that through their whatever, but they're so fake, and it just I couldn't handle that in my reality.
Well,
And
there's
once
a
I
spiritual
cleaned that
Christian
out,
people. There's
oh,
spiritual Christian people, and then there's program Christian
right, right. So they're
philosophy.
totally programmed, and I mean
Yeah.
abuse-based Christianity. That's what they're in.
Yeah, it's a program. Yeah.
Spiritual abuse, basically. That's not even a program. That's spiritual abuse.
Yes.
What they
Yeah.
go through. It's huge spiritual abuse, but that's not a we're not going to talk about.
That's
But what
another.
I'm saying, that and then which you talk about all these other things. I mean, the detachment
Yeah.
which you went through 2 years ago, I kind of went through it almost a year ago. So
Well, it's
this is
what your journey, your spiritual journey of letting go, of detaching, is what you call being underwater,
right.
right? And that's what that was for you,
Hmm.
right? It's the
Yep.
same thing.
I
And
went under, and I had to clean out, like dive in deep into deep waters and
yeah,
do the
and
cleaning.
see your truth.
And
You
do the
see your
cleaning of my oceans, of my deep waters, of deep emotional
yeah,
attachments that I had. I had to
to
detach,
people, to ideas, to absolutely everything.
yeah.
Family
That's why I
members.
say, because that's pretty much blinded and just like that in deep underwater. That's how it felt.
Yeah.
Just trying to, you know,
Get, yeah, find
very
your way
a lot
out.
of pressure, huge pressure. So that's why I felt like, like I was diving into deep, deep waters
Yeah. Well,
that I didn't even know humanly possible.
you're letting go of the old image of self. You let go of the old image, and you have to look at your truth. So your family group, your friendship group, your lovers, or your husband, or your children, or and all your interactions, your whole
Oh,
truth, your
right.
akashic record is right there with you, and you're having your review while you're still here. That's what that
Right.
is.
And this is the thing. This is the karma, but at the same time, it's an opportunity because this is
Yeah.
what, like Raul Boom was talking in our last show on in Russian Tea Room. Russian Tea Room. That's what it is. Is
Yeah. Yes, it's exactly that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so now now
Voila!
here we are.
Voila!
Here we are.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Oh my gosh.
Funny,
Yeah.
but you know what? This is the thing when I say it is, and this is the key. Following passion, and like you said, what you're doing
Yeah.
is passion. And now my passion is so like
Yeah.
it's been invigorated and all of that by this freedom that I've attained. It's not just that my huge family that I had to let go completely.
No, you
That
have.
completely,
Yeah.
much like they're dead to me. If people
Yeah.
would say that that's how it
Well,
is, a completely non-existent in my reality.
they're in
It,
another
it,
timeline.
there is still a little bit here and there cleaning
Yeah.
up that I still got to do, but that's just
Yeah.
minor things. When I'm talking about the major spiritual things,
Yeah.
that all of that just kind of, once that detached, that's the freedom
That's
flow.
when you rise up.
You rise up. And this is once I felt that I came under the water, once I did my deep, 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 deep emotional
Diving
detachment.
and cleaning. Yeah.
Oh, deep cleaning. It was hard.
Yeah. So awakening after awakening. Sometimes you're in the fetal for like a day or two, right?
You know what I did that whole time?
What were you doing?
For a month, there is I mean, I moved into this place where right behind me is this open space in
Oh, yeah.
Boulder, Colorado. And there is a little river water kind of in the valley, right? You know, and right there during the whole time, there's all this trash. It's a small little river. All this trash had piled up because it kind of goes in the corner. And it was this big pile of trash. I mean, probably 5 feet tall of all this trees, branches, and all of that stuff, that all wood stuff that drops in the river,
Yeah.
all the trees
Beautiful
that
stuff.
are, so I took all that trash and all this time, and I just built uh, a meditation hut. I built a little garden
You built a temple.
fence from the thing. So I was doing like that Buddhist thing, just focusing on the little thing, just putting little wood branches on
Pieces.
one
Yeah.
top of another. This piece goes here and just fitting in, fitting in, fitting in the whole time while I was doing the deep underwater work.
Yeah.
But coming out of that, feeling your own purification, and that's why in the other day I called this like a baptism in a way.
Yeah.
I do feel so renewed,
Yeah. It's
so free, and
every time
so
you come out of there,
slightly
right?
like light.
Yeah.
There's like
You
almost like my mind, as I think, every moment I know it's my own song that I'm singing right now.
well, you emanate your essence every time you come out of there. It's like alignment for me. When I go into alignment and I call everything, same thing. That is my hut, right? So,
Right.
and I do it wherever I go. And I make sure whenever I'm getting where there's too much static, too much information downloading, other people, and I'm empathically taking on too much, I come into alignment quickly. And I emanate my own essence, which keeps me well. It keeps me, yes, soft, peaceful, beautiful. I become,
That's your essence. Is what
yes,
That's the highest form of magic, self-healing.
yes.
And how
That's
you get
the,
that? You
that's,
emanate your own
yeah,
essence, your own unconditional love. Because if you
yeah.
truly
And
know that you
and
are
you said
that,
there, that's your highest form of magic. That is the highest form of magic.
right?
That right there, that is what it's, if you're going to talk about magic, that's the highest form of magic. And that's the purest form of
And that's
magic.
the purest form, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Uh,
darling.
okay.
This was a good pre-show. Oh my God, we
Yeah.
had so many good things to talk about. So
Yeah.
I've recorded this, so I
Okay.
might just put it the way it is for other
Perfect.
people, since we are now stepping into this collective. And to
I
all of our
like,
viewers out there, Wild Wisdom
yes, you
Warriors, I'm
guys.
going to post this because we're going to be working with Dar. And so here we are. We are what we are. We're going to share our
We
experience,
are
wear
what
our
we are.
heart on the sleeve, and welcome to all of you, our shaman sisters and brothers.
Yes.
We're going to get our hands
Yes.
dirty,
Well,
but
and
we are
eight.
taking on a beautiful work. So,
Beautiful endeavor. Yeah, a
yeah,
beautiful
ignite your
endeavor.
passion, because this is going to be
Yes.
exciting. We're going to be dancing the whole way we're doing it. So, let's dance. Let's dance, guys.
Let's dance.
Let's dance.
I can't sing, I can dance.
All right, bye
It's called a
everybody.
hobby. Okay, this was beautiful. I want to thank everybody that is going to view this, that it will be, if there's any information that helps you, I'm so grateful for that. Even if this triggers you a little bit into awakening, right?
Right,
That's
and you
that's
think,
what it's all
you know,
about.
and
Yeah.
it irritates you. If any of
That's
this
even better.
irritates you, look into it.
Yes, dive
Dig
into the
into it,
invitation.
because if it pisses you off,
There's
ooh,
some,
you feel like it's there. If you
yeah,
feel angry, and this is what I've been like, oh, you feel angry? Then I'm gonna say something to make you even a little bit more angry, as it seems.
it's
But what
just
I
a
see
stretch,
is you're there, you're about to break that through.
that barrier.
Yes, through the
Yeah,
barrier. You're
yeah,
about to break through it. And
yes,
so, and I'm just there. It's like breaking the waters, with those
yes,
females it's like, you're about to be reborn,
yes.
because you're about to feel all the pains of that. But at the same time, you are alive. You're not a walking zombie. So when you feel anger about something, dig in and go
You're
deep into
feeling
your
your
heart.
life force. Yeah,
Yes, because we talked about it is in your own DNA, and your own DNA, your own essence. That's what that DNA, because the quantum field is your own essence.
yeah.
That's your essence at work. That's the
That's
quantum
all of
field.
us. We
And
all have
that's
that
all of
same
us. There is no separation in quantum field,
no.
and there is no way to do negative or positive. It is a trick of a
Yeah,
new age, of
yeah,
the dark versus light, is the
yeah.
trick of the new age. It is you who responsible for shedding the light on your own darkness.
Right. For
And
ba-
then we collectively then responsible for shedding the light on the collective darkness.
yes. And the
So there is
contribution.
no external source that can help humanity to clean our own house.
Yeah, it
We are
starts.
going to clean our own house,
Yeah,
like it or
together.
not.
We could do it together. We can do it
And we're
together.
going to do it together.
Yeah,
Every one of us that is here to do so
step by step.
will step into their responsibility and will do it.
Yeah. And
Don't
we're here,
make that
Lily.
quantum leap. And
Yeah.
for those who have still not realized that, I just give you, I just give out the end of your movie.
Yeah, that's
Fate
right.
dust.
It is your own movie. And Lily, you and I are here to stretch them. So that irritation is just that stretch.
Right.
I love that stretch.
Ooh,
Yeah, you
it's
want
a
to
fire. It's a fire. It's the
use it.
fire.
Use
Use
it.
it. Fire, element
Yeah,
of fire, and it
yeah,
will ignite your passion. And
yeah,
you want to follow your passion and follow your joy. You will
yeah.
never get lost in the
No,
matrix if you follow your passion and follow your joy, because joy is the purest form
yes, that
of
bliss.
emotion.
Yeah,
Joy is the marker of creator.
yeah, yeah. I
So if
like.
you don't have the marker, you don't have the mark. If you don't experience joy in what you do, and this is the
Yeah, you don't
basis,
ignite. You don't
you
ignite
don't
it.
ignite your own joy. And how do you experience joy? You got to ignite your own passions. Do you know what
Yeah,
your passions are? You can mentally talk about, oh, I'm passionate about this, or I learned this, or I'm a master
you
in
have to
this,
apply it.
in
I
this, in
know.
this mythology from Egypt. Yeah, and how about this guy? 6,000 freaking years old? Oh, and how you
I
gonna apply
know.
that to your life, darling?
Yeah,
You don't know how? You only know how it was 6,000 years ago. But when
right.
it comes to today, you don't know shit.
Oh God, this is
I know
good.
I'm sarcastic. My humor is very sarcastic.
No, it's
But
beautiful.
it's not, I don't
It's
have hate
purpose.
in my heart because it's my reality. So I'm just laughing at how, because it's been fun too.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
organically you and it's organically me, and we're inviting all of you organic people, human
Right.
beings, star seeds, to join us,
To
right?
share the joy, share
Yeah.
the passion for
Yes.
true joy, share the passion for
Yeah.
humanity. That's what we are. We're sharing the
Yeah.
passion. There's so much we can do with quantum abilities that we're gaining. And that's what our mystery teachings are all about, is you
Yeah. And
gaining
those codes
that quantum
opening.
abilities.
I love abilities. I like to
Yeah.
share how to ignite those, utilize those, express those. I'm all about that. I love that. And
All
we're
right.
all
So,
here.
yeah,
Well,
thank you everybody for
yeah,
being here.
thank
If
you.
you enjoy this and you want to join us, we are going to be doing recording a little bit later, but
Yeah.
there's going to be talk shows, there's going to be courses, there's going to be a lot of discussions
Mhm.
about what we need to do as a collective human consciousness to
Yeah.
use our quantum abilities to manifest this quantum
Yeah.
age on earth. This is what we're doing. We
Yeah.
are manifesting. We are going to be establishing a will over this reality, and that's why, Dar, you will be going into classes. What is this
Yes.
reality? What, how it is a
Yeah.
chakra,
Yeah.
universal chakra.
Right.
So,
Right.
and so we're going to be going into that. I'm not sure if we're going to be going into this all in our next show, but
We'll see
we're
step by
definitely
step.
gonna be going into this type of subjects and topics. So thank
Perfect.
you, everybody. And then Dar,
Yeah.
um,
Thank you.
I'll see you next time. I'll let you know when I gotta go because I'm actually gonna do a live thing.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Have fun. Love you.
Love
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.